What's going on, guys? Welcome to The Creative Mindset. My name is Bryce Anderson, and my goal is to become a successful creator. This podcast is a way for myself as well as my audience to learn what it takes to become a creator. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this episode. All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. It's been a little bit since we've done a podcast, and I'm sure you guys recognize this guy sitting over here to my left. It's Jory Meng. He was on the first podcast. We're gonna talk about some good stuff today. As you can see, also, guys, we got the merch. If you want to get yourself some merch, I'll leave a link in the description. It helps a lot. Some good stuff on there, so check it out. Anyways, today we're gonna talk about why we think fitness is important. Even as a creator, as anything, fitness is just important in life. So let's talk about our background, kind of how we got started in fitness. I'll let you start out, Jory.
So the way I got started in fitness is, obviously I played sports and everything in high school, and I always went to gym class, but that was like 2 or 3 times a week. And senior year came around, and I was really just doing nothing. I would get out of school at about 10:30, and nobody else would get out of school that early. So I had a lot of spare time to do absolutely nothing. So I just decided that I really wanted to go to the gym, but it was kind of a hard commitment because of the price and everything. And then I finally just said, you know what, I'm just going to do it and not look back. And so sure enough, I did. I signed up and started going with my brother and everything, and been going very strong ever since. So
that's awesome. For me, honestly, I was the guy. I was like, man, I want to have a 6-pack. I want to be that guy. I've always been a small guy my entire life. I'm 5'9". I've always been a small guy, and like kind of wanted to be that guy that's, is just ripped when you go swimming and like, super confident and all that. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. I kind of just got started that way. I didn't start going to the gym or really working out until after I graduated high school. I had some gym classes and fitness classes inside high school, and like I just didn't take it seriously. I had a lot of friends in there, and we would just skip class as much as we could, or like get away with not doing a whole lot, and just, I don't know, I didn't take it seriously when I was in high school. And then as I graduated, I started to notice that my body isn't responding the way that it was in high school. And like, my metabolism is still great and all, but it's starting to get there where it's like I need to actually be watching what I eat. And like, I just need to be active more so that I can maintain the physique that I want. And so one day I was like, man, I just need to go get a gym membership. So I did it. I signed up. We've got a gym. It's like 4 minutes away from my house. And Jory actually works out at the same gym as I do. So I see him there almost every morning, which is great. It's kind of how we became friends and talked a lot more. We've always been dirt biking buddies, which is kind of the way you meet all your friends in Idaho. And so
something like that.
The gym, yeah. If you want to socialize, go to the gym. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Anyways, working out a lot was great. And then at the beginning, I was really lost. I didn't know what to do like with my workouts because I didn't pay attention in school. And so I started to like kind of dive into fitness and like what I can do to really improve it so I'm not wasting my time, because that was something I was really worried about. I was like, I don't want to go to the gym and like spend hours every single day and not get any results out of it. And so one day I just started looking on YouTube, like how do you get fit? How do you get started out in fitness and that kind of stuff? And I saw this video one time. I don't remember who the video was by, but he was saying that he learned a lot from this book. It's a book by Mike Matthews, and it's called Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, I think. So, Mike, I'll be sending you a check for that plug or a bill. Wow. And then I read that book. It was a like 700-page book. Lots of good stuff in there.
Jesus.
It's a great book though if you want to get a very good foundation on fitness and nutrition and everything. It talks about it has a whole section on nutrition, and then it has a whole section on fitness after that. And it was really important to me to understand both, because I think that in the fitness world, like, your nutrition is as important, if not more important, than the workouts themselves.
It's at least half the battle.
Exactly.
It's half the battle for sure.
Yeah, and you hear all the time, like, abs are made in the kitchen. They're not made at the gym. So
It's true.
nutrition's a big thing. And so, like, I wanted to dive into it and, like, really have a good foundation and know what I'm doing. And that's where I went from there. I just read that book, learned a lot of good stuff, and now I'm just trying to apply it to my life and see where it goes.
So first off, I got to add back to that first point. I would probably be everyone would probably think I'm a little bit stupid if I don't agree to the fact that, yeah, I mean, I started going to the gym because I wanted abs and all that stuff too. I mean, don't we all? But I didn't want to say that straight out the gate. The way I learned about fitness was pretty much strictly through YouTube. And I mean, I consumed hours and hours and hours of content, lots of fitness vlogs, lots of reading on websites and stuff like that. Bodybuilding.com is a really good place to go. They have lots of programs, lots of meal programs and other things like that. And then also I went to the gym and I started seeing all these guys there that do bodybuilding and physique shows. And I'm like, you know what? I want to look like those guys. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go talk to them. And so I started talking to literally every single guy in that gym that does a show or anything like that.
Okay.
And I mean, after a while, you just start picking up on a lot of things they do, and they are more willing to teach you than you think that they generally are. I mean, sometimes it seems like those guys don't really want to talk to you, but the case more often than not is that they are willing to give you lots of advice because they also understand that they started somewhere as well, and we all start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's a big like a common misconception about the gym, is that people are like all judgy and like they think that, oh, look at this tiny dude over in the corner. That's not the case at all. People are there to help each other, and like they understand where you're at. Even if you're the scrawniest dude in there, like people aren't going, wow, look at that dude, he doesn't know what he's doing, he doesn't lift or anything like that. Like everyone's just there to get bigger and get fit. So it's kind of it's a great community to be a part of, really. So also fitness obviously has a ton of physical benefits, but we want to talk about more of how it's a correlation really to many different things in life. There's a lot that fitness goes into that kind of relates to everyday things.
Yeah, I would definitely agree there. So I'll dive right in first. Why fitness really became important to me in my life is because I started going to the gym and started to see a lot of benefits that came from the gym that really dove right into my life directly. Like specifically, I'm talking about like goal setting and things like that. Mm-hmm. When you first walk into the gym, the biggest thing you notice is that with a lot of things in life, you have a very unclear vision right away because it's hard to see the end result sometimes of what you're really going for in life. But when you go to the gym, you walk in the gym and you immediately know, okay, I want that 6-pack of abs, I want that big chest, those big arms, other things like that. And so it really gave me a good base for goal setting because I was struggling to set goals and other things like that. And so when I went to the gym, I immediately started to have a goal. And when you do something like that, it really just benefits everything else because then you have a better base point to set goals and achieve goals everywhere else in the other aspects of your life as well. So
I would totally agree with what you just said. It helps me a lot to set goals because you're trying to set a goal for your body and say, here in 3 months, I want to have abs. I want to have this size of bicep. Like, there's a lot of different goals that you need to set in fitness, and it's the same thing with life. If you want to start a business, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a podcast, like if you want to start anything, you have to set a goal, and that's always really important. And so fitness kind of gives you a good foundation for that, and it really just correlates with everything so that you already have a good idea of what you need to do. And fitness is just kind of like a clear way that you can do that because you walk in there and okay, I want to have a six-pack by the beginning of summer. And so that you got to start eating right and you got to work out and you got to be consistent. That's another big one is consistency. When you're working out, if you're not consistent, you're not going to see results. And it's the same way with anything else. If you want to start a YouTube channel, a podcast, a business, etc., you have to be consistent. And then if you can't be consistent, then it's not going to be able to take off, because there's just so much that goes into everything. And so being consistent and working hard, it all kind of correlates in a big round way. And I don't know, it's amazing how much it dips into everything else.
Yeah, I would definitely agree there. And the next thing I'll talk about is like failing. I mean, you're not going to get anywhere in life unless you have failures. And it's, some people that might be hard for some people to put a grasp around, but I've heard this many times, and this just came back up the other day. When you're going to fail forward. And when you're at the gym, it really teaches you to fail forward, because you're not going to get muscle growth and you're not going to get benefits and start to see results unless you're failing, because failure is the basis for gaining more strength. If you just go in and lift the same weight every day, yeah, you're going to get a little bit stronger gradually over time. But the biggest thing is you just have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until your body fails. And once your body fails, then you can start moving forward and you'll start to see results. And I think that's the same way with everything in life. You just can't stay stagnant with your business and other things like that. You have to continue to try things. And when you continue to try things, you're going to have 99 failures before you have that one success. And so I think going to the gym every day really allows people to understand that failure is okay, and that failure is good, because you learn a lot from it and you get a lot of benefit from it.
Yeah, failure is so important, especially to me. Like, that's how I learn almost everything, is through failure. So it's very good right there. Man, I had a train of thought. Where was I going with that? So also fitness, like, it helps me to be a lot more productive, like a lot more. Before I was working out, I would wake up 20 minutes before I had to be to work, and like, just going day by day. But then I started working out, and I was like, okay, I need to set a time for this. And then I kind of just like kept moving that time earlier and earlier. And so now I'm waking up at 6 o'clock every morning, going straight to the gym, working out. And then from there, I'll go home and make my meal and then head into work. And by the time I'm at work, I'm already so much more awake. I'm alert, and I'm not just waking up 20 minutes ago. And it really helps me be a lot more productive in a way, because I am aspiring to be better and create better things. And it gives me more time to do other things because I'm waking up early, and you have the energy from working out to wake up early. So yeah, it helps me be a lot more productive too.
Yeah, I think a common misconception that a lot of people, at least in our generation, the younger kids, the high school kids and whatnot, think about, oh man, if I wake up early, I'm going to be super tired.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah, and I used to think that. And then, started getting up at like 5:45, 6 a.m. every day. And the weird thing is that, no, like, I am so much more alert. I have so much more energy throughout the rest of the day. If I sleep in and don't go to the gym in the morning, if I sleep in until even as much as like 8:30, man, my day just drags on. I feel tired. And like Bryce was saying, it takes so much longer to get going. And instead, you've already been to the gym by the time most people are waking up. So you are already rolling at 100 miles an hour while people are still trying to get going for the day.
Yeah, it's totally right. So, I mean, there's so many different things that fitness kind of correlates with life. And if you start getting into fitness, you're going to start to see those in your life as well. I mean, besides that, there's tons of other benefits. Like we said, you're so much more alert when you're working out every day, and you're waking up early and just on top of things. You're just alert. When I'm at work, I'll be on my computer and stuff. Like right now, I'm starting a bag company, and I'm designing all these different bags and stuff. And like, it could get really boring when you're sitting there staring at a screen all day, drawing lines and all this stuff. And it helps me to stay more awake and like more alert, because usually I would crash right after lunch, and just, you're so tired. And then after working out, like, I don't really get that much anymore. And then I notice a big difference on days that I don't work out. I'm like, man, I'm just so tired today. And so it helps a lot with being alert.
I think I'm going to backtrack 1 second for something we kind of missed that we wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Like you said, with you're sitting at your computer long hours trying to do this one thing, and that goes back to the gym and how building muscle takes a really long time. I mean, I've been going to the gym for 2 years, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I've made a lot of changes, obviously, but I mean, it just takes forever to build muscle. And that really teaches you a lot of patience because it takes so long to see results. And that's why a lot of people don't stick with it, I feel like personally, because they just don't have the patience to wait it out, put in the hard work and the time. And that really transfers, like we were saying, to everything else in life, because you learn that patience. You learn that nothing in life is going to come easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So you really learn the value of patience with everything, and that everything is a really long process. And so when you are in your day-to-day life, you understand that if you're trying to build a business or a brand or a YouTube channel or anything like that, it's going to be a process, but you have to continue to put in the hard work every single day before you're going to see results.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. There's so much that fitness helps with. It's really amazing. I think that wraps up everything that we wanted to talk about with fitness. Yeah, guys, all I can say is if you want your life to be better, if you want to be more alert, if you want to be more motivated, more productive, more self-confident, just go to the gym, guys, and start getting to fitness and learn about nutrition, learn about working out, all these different things. And there's so many different sources out there. Just look it up online. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You can just DM me through any social media. Other than that, guys, I just want you to have the best life that you possibly can. And so we're trying to give you tips that you can use in your life to do that.
Just go. Just go.
Just do it.
It's so hard. That's the biggest thing, that initial barrier. Man, if you just go, I promise you, if you go to the gym and you just put your head down and grind for 1 month, after that, it will become such a big part of your lifestyle, and you will feel weird if you're not at the gym every morning. It's going to feel completely wrong to you. It becomes a big part of your lifestyle. So
yeah,
I encourage you guys to just get up, go, get past that first little bit of time. It takes a little bit to get used to. Your body kind of hurts for a while, but I promise you it's well worth it, and the benefits are very, very enormous.
I totally agree. And instead of encouraging you guys to do it, how about we kind of inspire you to do it and kind of make you guys do it? So
challenge you.
We're going to challenge you guys, actually. We're going to create a hashtag. Let's say hashtag creative fitness. We'll do hashtag creative fitness. It'll pop up on the screen right here if you're watching on YouTube. Use this hashtag, and what I want you guys to do is take 1 month. And I'm sure that a lot of you have already started this because it's January and everyone goes to the gym in January, but take 1 month, go to the gym every single day. If you miss 1 or 2 days, like, that's fine, but try to go every single day. And if you don't notice a difference, then you're doing it wrong, because it really will improve your life. And I want you to take at least one photo, put one tweet out, just one story. I don't care. Just put something out there. Use the hashtag creative fitness, and I will be checking your guys' posts, and we'll see how you guys do with this. I'll be following the challenge as well, and I'm super excited for this. It'll be super fun, and I get to see what you guys are doing and interact with you guys. It'll be a blast.
Awesome. We should give them an incentive too. Can't just challenge them and not give them something at the end.
Okay. What about if you guys, whoever does the challenge, will be put into a drawing to win a Creative Mindset hoodie.
There you go.
Okay,
that'll work.
That's the challenge, guys. So
use the hashtag creative fitness.
Yep.
And then you'll be put into the drawing.
Yep. And we will do the drawing at the end of February.
Cool.
2019.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, guys, I appreciate you watching the podcast and listening to it. You can listen to the podcast anywhere that podcasts are available. It's also on iTunes if you want to see, or it's also on YouTube if you want to see a video version of it. And if you guys can, please support the channel by subscribing and giving us a rating, preferably 5 stars if it's worth it to you. Just give it your honest opinion. It helps us a lot to get the podcast out there and up and going. I'd like to get it to as many people as I can and just kind of get it to take off and see where it goes. I'm really excited for this podcast. It's been a blast for the the
It
few
has.
episodes I've done so far.
It's been fun.
I'm excited.
We've put a lot of work into the thought of this, and
Yes, we have.
but feel free to send in your comments, guys. Tell us things you'd like to hear, things you'd like to see us talk about, and other things like that.
Yeah.
And maybe some improvements too. So
Yeah, we definitely love that. Don't forget to get your merch. There will be a link in the description below. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time on The Creative Mindset.